Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? I am Dan from Trading with Dan. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin 4-hour charts. So yeah, we had a bit of a rejection here. Had a nice little scammy, not so scammy. Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe scammy is the wrong word. But we got one of our Bitcoin style wicks up above our previous highs into our resistance level, and then subsequently got slammed all the way back down, even below our actual next support level. So if we just extend this level along, this is the next level that we basically got to hold. If we are not to actually hold the low that we've already put in, get ourselves back above $50,000, and then this just be a bit of a potentially a final flush out some longs, add some FOMO shorts before potentially breaking into that $53,000 level. We shall see. There is one indication that may be the case, and we may be going to have a nice pump to the upside. We'll get onto that. We'll get onto that right now, shall we? Let's have a look at these stock market futures. Just look at that breaking high. I mean, this has always been looking bullish once we were back up here. Closed very bullishly. And on the last trading session, whenever that even was, and now in a blue sky breakout. So look at this, looking fantastic. If we look at it from roughly 4,700 to potential targets of around 4,900, we've almost done half of that distance at around 4,800. But yeah, look at that. This is incredibly bullish. This is obviously the stock market where we don't get the same sort of ridiculous gains that we get in normal markets. So obviously, like not even a 1.5%. I say normal markets, I mean crypto markets. Not even a 1.5% gain, but look at it; it looks good. So this is an indication. This is certainly going to be a tailwind for Bitcoin to actually basically after flushing out some potentially flushing out some longers, some FOMO longers up here, which you could have been excused for FOMO longing up here, hanging around this high, taking out this wick. And then obviously also with stock market futures looking good, but hey, it obviously wasn't to be on that iteration of price action. But yeah, generally speaking, looking at this, we have to say we are potentially going to have a bullish week, so we shall see. We shall see how it pans out. If we also look at Ethereum, Bitcoin, this is not looking great, this chart. I mean, we drew this horizontal in. We pretty much bounced off it when we drew it in, and then we were back down at it again for a pretty close inspection, as we can see. And we also have this horizontal here, so maybe Bitcoin is about to have a blast to the upside. Blast all the way back up past 53,000. Maybe it is. Maybe Ethereum Satoshi pairing is going to have a move down into this more major support level, losing this trend line. Maybe that's to happen, and then obviously Bitcoin eventually finds somewhere it wants to consolidate top out at, and then Ethereum can get going. The USD pairing back into our major support here, or just our support level. It is probably a major support level, and in this channel is good. You can kind of see we lost this bottom trend line here. If we actually drew it in, you could see that we were hugging it quite a bit, testing it, and then we lost it. But yeah, this horizontal here, it would be nice for us to hold this and get back above. Obviously, if Bitcoin is going to move up, this is the dollar value. You would expect this to move up, even if it does underperform how much Bitcoin does move up by. The oil futures here as well, as we can see, a very nice move up here. I mean, this is looking like the inflation trade is on. This is looking like people know this latest iteration of the global health matters is maybe not as bad as what people think, and could even be a good thing. Obviously, if it gives lots of people an actual mild version of it, and then get natural immunity. Get some of the actual real immunity to it. So yeah. So things potentially looking good. We'll have to see how they pan out. If we want to also have a look at those stochastics, 4 hour is coming down here. If we can get it up. Yeah, 4 hours coming down here. 10 hour still coming down as well. 12 hour coming down. Daily looking to turn back over. Buy day looking okay though, 3 day looking okay, then 5 day and weekly coming down. Weekly just turning back down, 5 days sorry, still diving, and then weekly still diving. And so I mean, ultimately, if these can turn their way back up, these could be the real drivers that get us back above that 53 and beyond. Bi-weekly also turned over here, but monthly still looking okay. A lot of basically my analysis and predictions of where Bitcoin, if you want to call them that, where Bitcoin is going is based on what these stock markets are doing. A lot of these movements have been highly correlated with the directional movement of Bitcoin, and we are now blasting through to new all-time highs with pretty much targets around the 4,900, but I mean, maybe we get up to 5k as well. Nice round number. We shall have to see, and I struggle to see Bitcoin not get above $53,000 into this area, with stock markets doing that crazy stuff, with oil looking good as well. And yeah, so we've got to wait till these the cash markets open, see what happens. But potentially, regardless of Bitcoin price action, how it's looking at the moment, we could be set up for some nice bullish price action. We shall have to see. Yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you guys soon.